Media Watch now. Aurore Dupuy is here, starting with Occupy Wall Street.
Absolutely. After Occupy Wall Street, we had Occupy Brooklyn Bridge and now Occupy Black Friday. Black Friday is, of course, the day after Thanksgiving, and many Americans are bracing themselves for further protests. Now, a lot of Americans on that day normally go out shopping. 152 million people are expected to go out shopping that day, that is tomorrow, but they're likely to be stopped by protesters that want to occupy Black Friday. So they're urging consumers to reconsider their spending habits, and there are rumours, you can see there on the Huffington Post, that they want to occupy Christmas too.
That wouldn't go down very well, would it? With anybody occupying Christmas. What a crazy idea. Oh, what
it
can
wouldn't,
I say?
because you'd want to buy your Christmas presents.
OK, now, painting for the Occupy movement. Tell us a bit more about this. There's a bit of a row here about the gentleman who did the famous picture of Obama.
Absolutely. Take a look at the website Storyful. There you can see a portrait of Obama, the pop art portrait with the famous slogan, Hope. Shepard Fairey did this, and he actually supports the Occupy movement. However, before coming up with the final drawing, he's had to have long talks with protesters because they say that they don't want to be linked to any political party or any candidate, and certainly not Barack Obama. So first, the artist came up with this portrait there, and it says, "Mr. President, we hope that you're on our side." But the protesters didn't agree with this, so they had a little argument with the artist on Twitter, and now the artist has come up with this one, "We are the hope," with a portrait of a protester.
OK, they've got a fine and large opinion of themselves if they think they are the hope, but there you go. So despite the crisis and despite the Occupy movement, Americans did celebrate the Thanksgiving Day, which is something which Brits don't know about, but certainly it's big in the States.
Yes, it is big in the States. Let's take a look at the Daily Beast. The article tells its readers what they should be thankful for. And the article says, well, first of all, we're thankful that we're not in Europe. All right, Europe's problems could soon become ours, but for now, we're not in their shoes, says the article. I quote, "At least we have one government, however inept it is. Europe has to weave together disparate nations, and they're trying to do that under financial distress. Let's hope that they succeed and give thanks that we are not them."
Oh, they're very beastly, aren't they? There we go. OK, the man who felt a bit peckish and broke it entered and then had to pay the price. Tell us this story.
Yes, well, let's take a look at this striking video. It's a 21-year-old student who actually broke into a McDonald's in Iowa. He cooked himself a burger. There you go. He's entering McDonald's there. Walked in because he was hungry, fried himself some chips and got himself a drink. He didn't steal anything else, just for the record. He was just hungry. And the next day, he saw this on live television, CCTV footage, and he handed himself over to the authorities. Now, he risks a fine of $750. So pretty expensive for a McDonald's, isn't it?
Yeah, would he like chips with him? He did it, and he did this in Iowa.
He did this in Iowa.
Did he leave an IOU?
I don't know about that, but he owes them $750 as a fine, and he risks 5 years in jail as well.
OK, I'm apologising to everybody about that very bad pun. What's next?
Next is a story in India, still talking about economic difficulties. There's a man who has attacked the agriculture minister, the Indian agriculture minister, who's also the president of the International Cricket Council. Now, this man is a young businessman. He's from Delhi, and he slapped a 70-year-old minister. Needless to say how appalled the Indian authorities were. Take a look at these pictures. It's a video from YouTube.
He shouldn't be slapping anybody, should he? Let's face it, it's one of these things that, violence is inexcusable.
Exactly.
Was it an agriculture issue or a cricket issue? Do we know?
No. It was about food. There you go. You can see him.
Oh, that's not good, is it? That's not good.
He was protesting against the higher living costs. So that's why he's against Indian authorities, saying that they're all corrupt.
OK, well, we haven't got time for Pippa Middleton's dress, which is for sale, but Aurore will tell you all about that, of course, in another edition of Media Watch. Well, thank you very much indeed. Aurore Dupuy with Media Watch.